Good morning, Internet. This is Tom Negotiating with Jesus. I'm working on 2 exercises to do every day. If you're young and just absolutely on fire and love the guitar, this will maybe skyrocket your playing because it's super helpful to have it as part of you. I have it as something outside of me that I still am trying to incorporate, that it is part of me. It's like I'm learning the times tables, and for the life of me, I can't quite remember 6 times 9 and 8 times 7, or 7 times 8. So you do the 8 times 7, 7 times 8. So C, E, G, the C chord, and I'm doing C chords all over in the first, or the root version, C, E, G, and then the first inversion, E, G, C, E, G, C. And for that, those 3 notes to always feel like a C chord. E, G, C is a C first inversion, E, G, C. So it still has C, E, G, they flip around a little, E, G, C. And then G, C, E, G, C, E. So you see the G chord, but you know the C is the root. It's still the C, E, G, but in a different order. C, E, G, C, no, G, C, E. Using the Molly Tuttle picking pattern, and I now have that new guy, and I'll put his video in. So, root. Root, I don't know if you call it inversion, root version. The root chord, the root C, E, G. I'm working on C major scale and trying to really get that. But that's not my second exercise. C, E, G. C, E, G. So this is the root chord. C, E, G. C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G. C, E, G. So knowing the notes all over the neck, I know this is a G, but when I start multiplying chords, C, E, G, root version. So this is the top of the chord, the bottom of the chord, bottom 3, middle 3, C, E, G. E, G, C, first inversion, E, G, C, middle chord, top, E, G, C, E, G, C. I want to see and name and play and have a pattern, all these things at once. So you're doing 4 things, you're doing inversions. So for me, it's complicated. And it hasn't come middle. E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C. First inversion, bottom of the chord, E, G, C. Then the G, I know the G open, the C note, and the E open string. G, C, E. I still have to look at it and think about it. It isn't. And we're not doing the Nashville number system. We're not worried about that. You know, all these things that people tell you you have to learn. It's a lot. So this is the bottom of the C chord, the bottom 3 strings, the middle 3 strings, and the top 3 strings. So C is a 5-stringed chord. So this one, this second inversion, is the D shape, movable D shape. A shape. G, C, E. G, C, E. And then the E shape. G, C. That is the root, and the E. A lot of us have the top two strings memorized, and we remember that the top and the bottom are the same. G, C, E. G, C, E. The last exercise that I'm doing over and over again is the one that maybe his name was Chris. I'll put his video in. He's going to play the G using that cross-picking pattern Molly Tuttle showed me. And now this Chris guy, I think his name is Chris. So, just using the 4th, 3rd, 2nd string. This is a D string, G string, B string. G, B, D, so this is the G is G, B, D, so then B, D, G is first inversion, and then D, G, B is second inversion, D, G, G, B, second inversion, so it's that A shape, and then that's the first, that's the root. No, it's not. First inversion. So memorizing that. This would be the second inversion is the actual shape, the E shape. Second inversion. First inversion. Second inversion is middle. First inversion is bottom. And then root. Dang it, I don't have this figured out, but we're doing C. Just the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Then a D shape, or a D chord. Turns out to be the D shape or the C shape. They're combined. G, C, D, G. D, G. That is where I'm stuck right now. I'm going to keep going.